Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. Look who's next to me. Gary Pratt's in the house, and we're going to have a great time with Gary today. Oh, yeah, we got some great questions for Gary's in the house. But before we get with Gary, I want to talk to you out there in podcast land. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you checking out the podcast. The previous show, 200 shows we've done, and the future shows. We are packed and we are busy and bringing you great artists, local, nationals, and some commercial artists too, which I rarely don't touch because it's just about the local national music. They need the help out there. So anyway, use my three favorite words, right? Support, support, support these artists. Get to the shows, pay a cover charge if there is one. Get to that swag table, get a hoodie, a t-shirt, an album, a CD, coffee mug, keychain, perfume sometimes, bumper sticker. They have it all. Oh my gosh, get to the stage, enjoy the show, stick around after the show, introduce yourself to the artist, get an autograph. You just never know where these artists are going. And these artists do what they do for the love of the music and put a smile on your face. And in return, your smile puts a smile on their face. It's a great thing. Look, he's smiling already. Ah, yes, Gary's really smiling. There we go. We got a smile. So in the house is our multi-award winning singer-songwriter, Gary Pratt. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure, my friend. Gary here is a country artist, and he is taking names by storm. My goodness. You got some great music out there, brother.
Thank you.
Definitely. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything. We're going to go in every direction we can because I want to know everything about you in 45 minutes if I can get it all out of you. So where we're going to start here. Yeah, okay. Well, first off, let me crawl inside that head of yours. All right, can I do that?
Sure. You might be scared of what you find, but
well, I'll try to keep it down. I won't go down any shortcuts. We'll just keep it straight. All right, let's get in there. Let's go to when you were. Let's go 15 years old. Okay, we're probably about the same age. Okay, what were you listening to music-wise back at that age?
Oh, back at that time. Well, let's see here. Listen to a lot of Garth Brooks. A lot of his music. I listened to a lot of his music. But I listened to like older stuff. I listened to stuff that was out, Dwight Yoakam. I loved doing some of his stuff. Travis Tritt. That's probably a little bit later on in life when I listened to them. But they were pretty much influences on what I do. But I've listened to all kinds of music. I've been in all kinds of bands. And when I was 15, that was a good place to start because that's when I first got my first band when I was 15.
Oh, nice.
And actually, my parents helped me get the guys together. And they were all older than me. Wow. And they were like, 21 and over. And here I'm 15, 16 years old playing in these bars. And my parents always had to go and we would load up the PA system, my dad, and they were super, really supportive of what I did. And every weekend I was out singing and opening up for some different people. Eventually, I opened up for Crystal Gale when I was playing 16 or 17. And got to sing with Tammy Wynette one time at one of her shows, which was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
But I listened to the older country and, today I listen to the newer stuff, but try to keep current what's going on. But I also have those roots of like Merle Haggard and not so much Johnny Cash. I even do a medley of Johnny Cash now, but who else was out there then? Some of the older people. George Jones.
George Jones. Oh yeah, it's beautiful stuff. That's classic.
Yeah, now, those are some of the people I listen to.
Okay. Well, you're starting at 15, your first band. So I'm going to go even earlier. It sounds like your parents were in the music business or field or listened to a lot of great music.
You know what? We always had country music playing around our house. And I've had some cousins that were in bands and stuff. My dad actually played guitar, but he never did it professionally or anything. But I mean, country music was always blasting in our house.
Okay.
And Christmas Eve, it was like, our house was the place to go to. We had a jukebox. We had it all going on, pool table and all that stuff. So we were like the party house,
The party house, right.
We always had music. And then when, like I said, when I got my band, I sort of took the basement over and turned it
You're right.
my own place, my space. And we had bands playing, always practicing a couple nights a week, and there was always music flying out of our house. So
That's funny.
I've been around it
Uh,
all my life.
oh, that's incredible. So back then there was no Led Zeppelin on the radio record player when you were playing.
Well, there was a record player, but no, yeah.
No Zeppelin.
I used to I used to I used to make my mom sing with me
Did
duets
you?
like Dolly Parton and Porter Wagner, and yeah, I'd make her sing. And then when
That's funny.
my brothers were born, I had, I got to get them going too. So
That's
we
right.
used to have this little boy, kid band, and I used to make my youngest brother sing all the time, and he hated it.
Poor
He'd say,
guy.
"Mom," I know, he'd be like, "Mom, he's making me sing again." But I was trying to push my musical, ambition on everybody else in my family. But my dad had the most talent as far as doing any kind of music.
Okay.
I bought
How
him a
old were
couple.
you? How old were you when you got your first guitar?
Oh gosh. Oh, probably 16, 15, 16. Yeah, I wasn't real young when I got my first guitar.
Oh, okay. Now, did Dad help you out with that? Did he self-taught or?
No, my dad helped me. Not really. I got some lessons, and it's sort of just I don't play really well. when I'm out
Good
when I'm
for me.
out singing, I let the guys the band. I just do the front show. I don't try to profess I'm a great guitar player at all. But the people that I have, supporting me and being in bands, I mean, they know what they're doing. Let them do what they do, and let
That's
me
what
do.
producers are for.
Yeah, let me do.
Engineers and producers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They can make a world of a difference.
You
Okay,
ain't
first,
kidding.
yeah. So 15 years old, first band. How long did that last?
Oh, it probably lasted at least a good 2 years,
Two
I
years.
think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Throughout high school.
then I got another band started, and that lasted maybe a year, and then another one lasted actually probably about 5 years.
Wow.
Um, so I've never really been out of a band until I moved to Nashville, out of college. I spent a year down Nashville and coming back and forth for about a year or so, and
Okay.
then had to decide I had to get a real job to support myself, and that's another whole story. But
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
doing, yeah, maybe we'll go down on it, Red, some other time. But
Yeah, we got another show. We'll do that down the road.
yeah,
So you played on and off in these different bands. Was it always country music?
no. I did some top 40. I was in a dance band. Actually, I was in a 1940s band too one time. That didn't
Wow.
last. That didn't last at all. We did a couple gigs. I really liked some of the music was really different. To sing it.
Yeah.
Cole and Porter, that kind of stuff, and we just it was it was different. I just did it just to have the experience and
Right.
have the experience with the guys that were doing it.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I got a lot of experience and a lot of things taught to me from musicians that were so much older than I was. If I would have been just in a garage band with, kids my own age, I would have never experienced some of the places that I got to sing and,
Yeah.
some of the things that they got to teach me. And, even just watching
Right.
them, you
Oh,
learn a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
You do. Yeah, you're always learning in this business, no matter how good you are.
You always want to be better,
Yeah, you want to
your
do. You
project,
want to
your last project. Oh, that's great. Now this one has to be 100%
just.
better.
That's right, 100%. So when did Gary Pratt decide to come out as Gary Pratt?
That would have been probably about 10 years ago, I believe.
Oh, 10 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, I started, well, when I moved back from Nashville, I sort of was discouraged and just sort of decided not to sing anymore. And that only lasted, didn't last very long.
Good.
Because I started getting like really, I wasn't happy. I wasn't, I was grumpy and short with people. And, that's really not me. And so I decided, well, you know what? I'm just going to start going out on my own, doing my own thing, doing, even like backtracks or
Sure.
MIDI stuff, because I play a little bit of piano stuff too. Um,
Okay.
but so I started doing that, and that's when Gary Pratt sort of came out,
Okay.
as playing all these little clubs, and
Right.
things like that, wineries and stuff like that. And then I decided to add a girl singer, which I've always loved duets, and
Yeah.
so I figured, well, me and a girl singer, and most of my bands did have girl singers in them, so we've always
Oh,
done
okay.
that. Even when I was 15, we had a girl singer. She was my age too. We went to school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we're still really good friends.
That's
Um,
cool.
but so I had another girl singer. She didn't work out too well, but my dad and my mom talked me into having another girl singer try out, which I was really reluctant, and I was like, I don't want to go through this again. Um, but she was the piano player and organist at my mom and dad's church, and
Oh,
she's a little bit younger than I am, but they kept talking to me, please just give her a try. So I did, and I said okay, and it's really been a blessing.
that's
Um,
a. Oh,
oh
that's
my
beautiful.
gosh, yeah, she's the first girl that I've ever worked with, a music partner that actually jumps in and takes care of things. I don't have to like do all these emails to the band members or figure out what songs or even sometimes set list. And
Right.
it's
Right.
nice to work together. And her name's Kate Soller, and she's been a blessing to what I'm doing now. In fact, she's going to be on the next album that we're recording. So
Sweet. I
yeah,
can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to
awesome.
hear
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love his next album. It's
It's
gonna
like
be.
I don't know how you're going to top what you got already, but my God, I can't wait, brother. Man,
I
you got
hope,
some great
I
stuff
hope
out
so.
there.
I hope so.
Yeah. So now, are you um, doing more solo stuff acoustically, or are you with the band?
You know, we do both things. This summer we've been doing a lot of stuff with the band,
Okay.
with the full band. Yeah,
And that
great
band
bunch
name
of
is
guys.
Albaline?
Well,
Abilene?
it was Abilene.
Okay.
Now, a couple of guys sort of dropped out, and we have other guys that
Okay.
are playing together, which was funny because I called the bass player and the guitar player, and I said, "Would you be interested in backing us in these shows?" And they said, "Yeah, sure, we would." So I called my keyboard player, the drummer, and I said, "Hey, I got these two guys that are." They said, "They'll take Larry's part," and trying to think, and I can't think of the guitar player's name, but anyhow, they'll take your parts and do the shows. They said, "Oh, great. What's their names?" And I told them. They said, "You kidding me?" And I said, "No." He goes, "We had a band together years ago. These four guys." So I said, "Oh, so I'm bringing the band back together, right?"
Yeah, there you
So
go.
it's working out really well. It really
Well,
is.
not good. Good deal, my friend. Okay. So now, how many singles have you put out and albums do we have for EPs?
Okay, I have an EP out, which was out probably in the '90s, and then I released another album, probably I would say, let's see, and that would probably be, I probably 2000 I had an album out. Then I had, which more of an EP. Then I had another album out, another EP about 5 years later. Then in 21, I recorded a Christmas album and recorded 10 or 11 singles on another album. We recorded these all at the same time. So we were doing Christmas, in July. I'm
Oh.
driving down the road in my Jeep, and the top's down, and I got Christmas music playing. Stopping at red lights. People are looking at me like you're a nut. But
What's going
yeah,
on, right?
we recorded like 21 songs
Wow.
all together with the Christmas album and the latest album, which is Something Worth Remembering. And
Yeah.
it was definitely a process getting everything done. And then I thought maybe that might be my last album, and then I started getting some awards for the album, and starting to get excited. And I'm with MTS Records, Michael Stover. He's
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a great job, and he's got me, noticed out there and playing some of my songs down in, Nashville stations and,
Very
um,
good. Very good.
international singer songwriters. I won a few awards, Songwriter of the Year. There you go. Yeah, that's coming up actually this weekend in
Yeah, next
Atlanta,
week.
but
Yeah,
yeah, but I can't go. But
me either.
we'll see what happens. But I'm sort of been riding on that 2001 album, and I think I've read, almost read the whole thing out.
Yeah.
A lot of singles off of there, and when I go to the next, um, award event, I want to make sure I have new music and stuff
There
like
you
that.
go.
So we got 11 new songs coming out. I'm going to say
Oh,
late fall, late fall.
wait,
Yeah, yeah. We've been
11
working on
songs.
it for since not this past January, but the January before. Yeah,
Nice. Well, what studio are you using?
we're using Tonic Studios. It's in like outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's McKeesport, and
Okay.
great studio, top of the line equipment. He just got a new board, and I mean, it's pretty impressive. And I have a producer from Nashville, comes up one time a
Right.
month. Yeah, his comes
Wow.
up one time a month for a week. So we've been
Okay.
working
That's
like one time a month for a week since that January, And
wow.
he's coming up
Phew.
next week. Yeah, he's coming up next week also, and awesome. He's also um, an artist too. He's living in
Oh, okay.
Nashville. Yeah, he's living in Nashville.
Okay.
He's getting has really good connections. Young kid, 29. Um, Adam Ernest. Look him up sometime if you
Oh,
can. Yeah, he check out his music. And the Tonic Studios is owned by Doug Casper, who's also the engineer there. So
oh, okay.
we make a great team. We really do.
That's great, man. That's great. I always have to ask, since we're a little older, is there any analog equipment you can plug into or use in the studio?
Um, down there, I don't know because I don't have a studio at home, so I I doubt it.
Yeah, most of it's digital now, and it's really
Yeah.
expensive to go that route. But I have to ask. I'm older.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
love
no.
that.
Like I said, they're top of the line, man. They really
Right.
are.
They probably have and stuff. Before we get any farther, tell everybody out in podcast land the platforms they can find your music on, your story, and where they can find you playing.
All right. Of course, my website www.garyprattmusic.com. That'll take you to any site. You can, yeah, you can get my music on, like the Amazon and YouTube and
Nice.
Diesel and all the musicals,
Okay.
like Spotify, all that. You can get all my music on those sites. If you go to my website, there's schedules there. There's a little bit about the awards that I won. There's information about Kate also, um,
Okay.
and it's pretty informational. And I try to keep it up to date because I'm the one that's doing it. So
Right.
sometimes I sit
Well,
back on Sunday and it's like, okay, I got to do this today.
got to get it done. Got to get it done. Well, good deal. Now, are you playing a lot with the band or doing more solo stuff?
We're playing a lot with the band. We got a gig coming up next Saturday, the 24th. I think
Okay.
it is. Um, we're doing a Greensburg Music Fest. Our show's from 7 to 8,
Okay.
Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And then we got a show in Pittsburgh at Hotel Indigo. That's just Kate and myself.
Okay.
That's on the 30th of August. And then the 5th of September. It's a really cool event. They call it Jeanette Food Truck Night. It's in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. They'll get like
Okay.
600, 700 people. It's amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a full band show too. Those are the three things I'm thinking about right now.
Okay. Let me ask you this now. You've been doing this for some time since you're 15 years old. You've played in many different crowds. Do you like the smaller venues where the people are on top of you, or you like the bigger stage festival type scene where there's a lot
I
more
like
people, but they're out?
I like the bigger stage.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's nice to be, an intimate crowd too, because you get to talk to people and all that kind of stuff. But experiencing so many people and just being able to look out there and say, hey, these people are really actually liking what I'm doing. And,
Right.
and that's, so rewarding to me. But they're
Yeah.
both great things. But I do like the big stage because I don't like to sit around. I don't like to just sit there or stand in one place. I'm pretty much out and about.
Moving around.
Even the smaller crowds. I got my microphone. I'm out in the audience and standing on picnic
Good.
tables or whatever.
Yeah, smaller stages are a little harder to get around. You're always elbowing somebody next to you or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I can see you running around the big stage and stuff and jamming and singing. Definitely.
Yeah. I love it. I do. I love it.
It would be a lot of fun. And like you said, you've won numerous awards. Unbelievable, my friend. I didn't list them all, but the Josies, the Independent, the ISSA, and it goes on. Your
Yeah.
music is terrific.
I was really surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, the first time I won Songwriter of the Year, it was during COVID. And
Oh,
even though COVID was going on, they still had like the mall opened up, but you had to have your mask on and that. So I'm sitting in the mall and I'm watching the awards on my phone
okay.
or listening to them because they didn't have them. And
Right.
they mentioned my name and I was like, there was no one there for me to tell. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, and I was actually sitting outside a store called Things Remembered and they engrave things. So I
Oh,
had
okay.
they had them engraving something, a plaque or something. So I was waiting when I was listening to this. And what's sort of funny is my album's called Something Worth Remembering. And the store I was at, I forget, it's called Something Remembering. And I'm thinking, I was like, this is pretty
Coincidence.
Cool. Yeah. And then the second time I won the next award was, I believe, Emerging Artist of the Year. I got to go to Atlanta, and it was really cool to have them, say your name and be able to go up and, say your little speech. And you almost are like a robot or something. They just call your name, and it's like you're just up and you're just going. It's like
Just doing it.
Yeah. And then you get up there, and it's like, hey, this is for real. And
It's for real.
you got to thank people. And actually, it was my mom's birthday. I took her with me.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I got to say happy birthday to her up there. And
beautiful.
That was pretty nice. My dad actually passed away a year before that.
Sorry.
But he's been gone. Well, no, he's been gone about 2.5 years now. But yeah, we miss him. And my brother passed away too before that. So that's where Something Worth Remembering, that's where that album came from. It was a dedication to my brother at that time because my dad was still living. And we were recording all those songs for that album, and it just felt like something was missing. I didn't know what I was going to call the album. I knew I was dedicating to my brother. I didn't know, it just didn't feel right. And I told my producer at the time, Brian Cole, I said, I like everything we're doing. I said, but just something's missing. I just don't know what it is. I said, he said, well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Think about it. What song you went first and all this,
Okay.
And then he found this song from that was written by Tony Arata, who wrote the dance for Garth Brooks. And yeah, so he said, you want to take a listen to this song? I think you might like his song. And I'm like, okay. So he played it, and I was like, that's it. That's the key. It put everything together. I knew what song was coming first. I knew what the album was going to be called, and Something Worth Remembering was just like perfect to dedicate it to my brother, So it was definitely a godsend. And, yeah. So that's how that all came about. So.
That is wonderful to do that for your brother and your father and stuff like that. Now, there's some songs I was listening to and that I want to talk about. Just a few songs, and we'll jump to some other questions. And the newest one is Before Someone Gets Hurt.
Correct.
I like that a lot, my friend. Talk to me about that song. Where'd you come up with that?
Well, actually, it was written by someone else. I did not write
that was somebody else.
Yeah, there were a few other, I don't have the list on, a few other songs on the album that I didn't write. I did write the majority of them, but I did want to mix it up because the other albums that I did, the EPs, I wrote all the songs. So I said, let's mix it up a little bit and let's get, some other writers from Nashville on this, just to maybe get some other people listening,
Okay.
But that song, I just love it. It has the old sound, but also has like a new sound to it.
Right.
And I really look at messages in songs, and I try to write that way too. Either giving some kind of positive message, or taking a negative situation and turning it into a positive situation. And before someone gets hurt, it was sort of like, hey, before this gets into a bad relationship, I know it's not going to work. Maybe I'm not grown up enough for it, or maybe it's just not clicking. Let's don't do this, because someone will get hurt.
That's right.
In a relationship, if breaks up, someone always gets hurt a little bit worse than the other person. So I thought there was a message there, and that's why I like the melody of the song too.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, this song here, I like the drive on this song, Country to the Bone.
Yeah, I did write that. I always wanted to write a song that had like some of the old, acts, or the old singers in it, like, well, I'm trying to think who's in that. Merle, I think's in there, and I name a couple different artists, that the older artists. I was Hank Williams is on there. You don't hear too much of him anymore, and I think that's how the song starts out, playing a radio in an old car.
Yeah.
Don't touch my radio, because I break your hand.
That's right.
But I always wanted to write a song about other artists, like the older artists, and that's how that came about. Also, being country and being in some other bands, I had one band that I really loved, but I wasn't really into the music as much. I sort of outgrown it, and I was sort of ready to do my country thing, and that's why I quit that band. We're all definitely friends still.
Good.
In fact, I had the girl singer who moved to Florida was just up here last week, and she stayed. I have an apartment I have a flower shop too, so I have an apartment, and so anytime they come into town, they stay with me. So
okay, cool.
Band members always tend to be family all your life if you get along with them. So
if you get along with them, right?
Yeah, country to the bone. I've always been country, and I said, I don't even. I think I was driving one day, and that came up to me, and I was like, okay. I had a little recorder at that. Now I can put it on.
Oh, good. That's good.
Phone,
push the button. Here we go.
Recorder. Yeah.
Oh, now this song here, didn't this go to #1? A song you can drink beer to?
Yeah, a song you can drink a beer to. I mean, any situation that you're in, be it a bad situation, be it like a breakup, maybe missing somebody that passed away, or having fun at a wedding, or just going out with your friends. You always need a song to drink a beer to, even though it might be a sad song, it might be a happy song. Hey, a beer always helps, I guess.
It always helps.
That's where that I guess, if you don't drink too much. But doesn't matter what situation you're in. There's always a song to drink a beer to, and
have a beer.
That's sort of how that came about. And that's
a good deal.
Yeah, that song went #1. Country to the Bone went pretty well. There's a song called "Till Your Boots Are Dirty," that's pretty rock and country one on there. And
nice, sweet. I love it. I love all your songs. I mean, we could talk about them all, but I don't have that much time, my friend.
It's okay.
That's for the next show. Now, I'm going to hit some questions on you that I want to hear the answers to, and maybe they out there want to hear the answers. Okay. Well, let's go with this one right here. I'm going to give you two choices: a person that's alive and a person that has passed away. Who do you really want to grace the stage with? Dream person, group? Who do you want to be up there with and perform with?
Let me think about this here. Actually, right now, I'd love to be on stage with Lainey Wilson, but I mean, she's it. I mean, she is.
Right.
What else can I say? That would be awesome.
Never know. You never know.
But I'd like to be on stage with Dolly Parton too. Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Oh yeah.
Or
Dolly
just go to
Parton.
lunch with her. I don't know.
It's a right.
I think she'd be a hoot.
She would be a lot of fun. Oh, she would be. I was down there last year in Pigeon Forge, and boy, something else she's got going on. Yeah.
Incredible.
It is. All right, let's go to this next question here. You played large crowds, you played small crowds. Another two answers on this one right here. We're going to go around the world in your head here. So think two stages you really want to perform on that you never performed on.
Grand Ole Opry stage.
That's good.
Definitely. And I'm trying to think of another one down. Rocky Got Music Festival, but I've done that before. That was pretty cool. And there's a big event in Texas. I'm trying to think what it's called.
Oh, that's the I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I'd love to be there, but I don't know what it's called. That makes sense.
It's the music festival. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Too. Oh shoot, it's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to look it up. What is that called? That's gonna bug the hell out of me. Oh, it's huge. It is. It's a big festival. And I don't know if I can find it, but we'll continue on with our questions and stuff like that. But I'm actually going to look for it myself. But well.
Actually,
what anyway? Yeah,
the Josie Music Awards. I was nominated for one of those a couple of years.
Yeah.
And they actually have that at the Grand Ole Opry. And,
okay, nice.
Yeah. So hopefully this next album will get me there. You know, you win an award one year, the next year you get to perform. So
right. Oh man,
that would be awesome.
That would be, and I can see you getting on the Grand Ole Opry real soon, brother. Yeah, I can definitely. Oh yeah, my friend. So this question I really want to hear the answer to. All right, let's say we're performing in front of 500 people. Gary gets us on stage, the band's all ready to go. You strap on your guitar, you hit the first chord, you start singing. People turn around and say, hey, what's going on here? I hear music. They start moving towards you. Maybe they start dancing a little bit. I don't know. But maybe they start singing your music to you. When you see that, Gary, how's it hit that heart and make you feel, brother?
Well, it's happened, and I got goosebumps right now, honestly. I just did.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you see people out there singing your songs and singing along with you, it's just validation. You know, it's really, you know, you feel blessed and like, you know, hey, they like my music, you know, and you can tell they're enjoying it. You know, they're getting, you know, they're happy. Maybe they're, you know, maybe they have things going on at home they want to think about, and they're sitting right there and they're forgetting the world because they're singing your song. But it's just a validation, and you know, it makes me feel truly blessed that I can maybe help some people with my music. And when I'm talking on stage and doing my shows, I try to put positive, you know, emphasis on different songs and tell them a little bit about the song. But I tell them about my brother and my dad, and you know, everybody's going through different things in life, but music can like take you out of it, you know, for a while. And when I'm writing and singing, I'm a million miles away. You know, I'm just my own little world, and I guess that's my therapy.
Yeah, right. I agree with you there. I agree with you. Yeah. And those are moments that you never forget. They always stay in your heart, and you always remember them. Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure. I love all those memory stuff. Now, this question I usually ask my metal bands and rockers, but I'm going to ask you because you played for quite some time. Any embarrassing moments on stage, Gary?
Oh, yeah.
Right. I want to hear at least two.
I definitely got one. I was on stage, and I actually walked right off the stage. Walked right off. Right off. I hit the speakers fell, and I fell. I was on the ground. I never missed a word. Never missed a word.
That's an entertainer right there.
And it was like people were running over to, to help put the speakers up.
Right.
And there were some people out there that didn't even see it. It was like, are you serious?
Part of the show.
Well, we didn't hear nothing. I said, and then, another time, I had these boots on and they had like some kind of strap around the bottom, and
Okay.
it got caught on my other boot, and I'm standing there and I'm like, I can't move.
I can't move.
And I'm singing, I'm pointing to my friend, like, my boots, my boots. But after the song, I'm like, it was a big, everyone loved it. I said, look at my boots,
That's wonderful. Oh, man.
But yeah, that's two things. And I'm sure there's more, but sometimes I probably try to erase them or something.
Your memory's got to lose some of those.
Yeah.
You ever try the rock star move and swing the guitar around your neck?
No.
No. They're too expensive to do that too.
I just sort of, I dance around. I don't swing no guitars.
No guitars around the neck. That's wonderful, my friend. That's wonderful. I love it. Okay. Now, earlier you were saying on some of your songs you did collaborations with others. Are you looking to do more collaborations?
Definitely. There's a few writers in Nashville I'd like to write with, and we've been going back and forth on some ideas.
We just lost Gary. I don't. Where? There you are.
No, I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
I'm back.
You're back. So let's continue.
Yeah. I've been talking to my producer about maybe writing a song with him. Got a couple different ideas. There's a couple people in Nashville that I've been talking with about writing with, and Kate, the girl singer, we actually been thinking about writing some Christian songs. Yeah. In fact, this new album does have a Christian song on it. A lot of my songs, you might hear the word God in it, or the ones that I write. Some of them you'll hear that. Some of them are just party drinking songs, but the other ones are, they have some kind of really true meaning. I would love to collaborate with somebody. I'm in that stage now that I really love to do that. Yeah.
Nice. I haven't said it yet or posted it, but I think I might be doing that myself. I haven't played since '97.
Okay.
Not in public. When the band broke up, I was like, enough is enough. Do what I'm doing now. So, but I miss it and I miss my music. So yeah, maybe we could connect sometime and we'll collab.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be cool, my friend. So good deal. Are you doing a lot of radio and press, podcasts and things?
Yeah, I try to do as many as I can. A lot of podcasts. I have some listed on my site. I'll put this out too. That I was on
Thank
here.
you.
People can take a look at it. I try to get. There's a lot of publications out there too that Michael's got me. Reviews of different songs, and he's just awesome. I mean,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's really gotten me out there, and I'm blessed to have him too. I was really glad when he accepted, me as an artist to promote. That was sort of a highlight, because I didn't have it.
Yeah. Nice.
It's been working out very well.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So we're getting kind of down to the end of our time here. Future. Where do you want to be in the next 5 years with your music? Where do you see yourself?
Okay. I'd like to be, like I said before, at least on a Josie Music Awards. So that's like probably 2 years down the road there. If somebody would even take one of my songs, some major artist, you get one hit, man, that gets your name out there, so I'm trying to send. I have a song that I wrote that I think be perfect for Blake Shelton and Gwen, and I just don't know how to get it to them yet, but I'm working on that. If I can get a major artist to record one of my songs, that would open up so many doors. It's a process. I mean, I'm happy doing what I'm doing, but I would like to grow just a little bit more. In 5 years, I would say I would like to at least, let's say, have a hit out there, have a hit out there. And then I could say, hey, I made it. I did it. And I've been working all these years. And like I said, I quit for a year and I couldn't take it. So I'll be singing and writing until I'm gone,
Right. Well, I think your wishes are going to come true sooner than you think, my friend. I mean,
Thank you.
are one hell of a great country artist. Your vocals, your playing, everything, brother. Everything.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. So Gary Pratt's in the house, everybody. I thank you, Gary, for joining me today from the bottom of my heart. We're going to do this again. I hope in 6 months to a year. I want to see where you're at. What's going on?
Yeah, we'll have all brand new music and
new music. That's
new stories. New stories.
New stories. That's what I want to hear, definitely. So everybody on podcast land, now you can go check out Gary Pratt's music, which are on pretty much every platform out there. So go check it out and check out the No Cover TV podcast. We got a lot of great things coming on. And I want to thank my sponsor, 616 Kebab Stop, a Mediterranean restaurant in Grand Rapids, Michigan, wanted to support a music show. So there we go. So if you like Mediterranean food, stop in and give me a call. Buy me lunch. I like it too. So good stuff. And also, we came up with a new logo. There it is, but we're not going to use it on the podcast because it's a little dark, but that will be on the website that is being made at this moment. It should be up in a week or so, the new website stuff. And, of course, check out Gary Pratt wherever he's at in his band. I mean, you're going to love it. It's some foot stopping, dancing music. Oh, yeah, you can get up there and meet Gary. He doesn't bite that hard. So, yeah, this is your show, Gary. Anybody you want to say thank you to, hi to, shout out to?
I just want to thank everyone for supporting my music. Take a listen to it out there. Hit me up, email, whatever. Tell me if you like the music. Maybe you don't like the music, but I'd like to hear from you. And everyone that's out there supporting what I'm doing and, making some of my dreams come true. I appreciate it. You're in my heart. Thank you.
Beautiful, Gary. Well, I appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk after the show for just a minute. And everybody out there, thank you. And look out for the next show. We are busy just about every day. We got great stuff. So you can go to YouTube and check out the upcoming shows. And these are all live, and then they stay on YouTube for everybody to watch. So again, check out Gary Pratt. Gary, I appreciate it, my friend. We're going to get out of here. Say peace to everybody.
Hey.
Peace. So we'll see you soon. All right.